In this video, we'll be looking at a hypothetical development network pathway that leads to formation of spikes in certain cells of the ectoderm of the spiny beetle. Although not all cells in the ectoderm have spikes, some are smooth. Here, the letters represent the strains on the ectoderm cells, the arrow represents activation, and the T-bar represents repression. In this pathway, S activates P activates I represses K. Since I represses K can no longer repress E, and E is now activated and produces spikes. If the ectoderm spike cells have a mutant P strain, P will no longer be able to activate I won't be able to repress K will now function to repress E. E is repressed and no spikes will be produced with the mutant P strain. If the ectoderm spike cells have a mutant I strain, I will no longer be able to repress K will be able to perform its function of repressing E. E is repressed and cannot transcribe, so no spikes are produced with the mutant I strain. If the ectoderm spike cells have double mutant strains, I and E, then I cannot repress E and E cannot perform its activation. I cannot repress K will perform its function to repress E, but in this situation, E is normally repressed. If there is no E, then no spikes are produced, even though K is not normally repressed. If the ectoderm spike cells have double mutant strains, S and K, then S cannot activate P and K cannot repress E. Normally, S cannot activate P cannot perform its function to activating I cannot perform its function to repress K if I isn't induced. Since K is not normally present, K cannot repress E. E is activated and transcribed, and spikes are produced. So why not all the cells in the ectoderm have spikes? That's because in the absence of sufficient signaling for activation, pathway will not work, and thus not all cells in the ectoderm have spike. And a ligand-receptor interaction is required for activation of any pathway. Another reason would be that some cells of the ectoderm don't need to be spiky, such as the stomach belly part, and that's why this signaling pathway would not work for those cells.